YouTube. What's going on, guys? I thought I'd add the glasses for theatrics today. I don't know what you guys think. I can't. How's everybody doing? YouTube. Michael Edwards already in the house. Moderator, member. Look at Michael Edwards killing the game. Michael Edwards is in the finals today. The finals for our Discord tournament. We'll still come up with names for it. We're still coming up with names for the Discord tournament. We tossed around the name like World Arm Wrestling Promotion or WAP tournament, or the Horst tournament, something like that. Richard Jennings, thanks for tuning in, man. What's going on? Uncle John Brzenk, yo, what's up? Yvonne, bro, nobody joined yet. Wait, LOL. Now I already have 6 people in here. Yvonne, 7, 8. It's growing. So what's going on? Is John going to Dubai? I haven't heard about that. Maybe he is. I need to do more research on John's current whereabouts. Andy Gary, what's going on, man? Thanks for joining up. Andy is one of the members. Once again, you guys check out that membership program down there by the subscribe button. If you get a chance, I appreciate all the support and all the love coming from you guys. Gabe Films in here. What's up, Derek? What's going on, man? Esteban, thanks for joining up. Tell me, Mama, I love her. Okay. Training going good for Junior. Yeah, Junior's been killing it, man. Went to Worlds, got his gold medal at IFA out in Florida. Junior's killing it. Junior is on my team. For those of you guys that don't know who Junior is, we have a family on my arm wrestling team, right? There's Jaden Knight, there's Veronica Knight, the husband and wife, and then they have a son, Jaden Knight Jr. We call him Junior for short. Junior's been arm wrestling with us. He's 15 now. I think he's been arm wrestling with us since he was 10. Sorry, I think 10. And so Junior just went out and competed in IFA, and he won the junior class, right? Beat everybody right and left-handed. That kid he's the one that you've seen videos of him pulling with Ryan Bowen and stuff like that in the past. He's legit, and he's fast. He's super fast. So congratulations to Junior and all that success, man. Love seeing my guys kill the game. Michael Edwards says, smash that like button, guys. We just started, but yeah. Your stage name should be Alpha Chad. I grant you the licensing. Thank you, Esteban. I appreciate that. Ron, what's going on? Says, sup, Derek? New fan of yours. Love seeing your matches. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, matches are a little bit different than the way I act here, right? A little more serious. Andy Gary says, or the protagonist. Purification says, arm wrestling Derek, is back pressure straight up pulling towards yourself in any way? In my opinion, it is not. I think posting and back pressure are different. I think back pressure, the goal is to bring your elbow back with maintaining the angle in your bicep. So your goal is to bring your elbow back in back pressure for me. In posting pressure, your goal is to tighten up your wrist to your shoulder, right? Your ability to bring your arm back, not necessarily your ability to bring your elbow back, right? So that's the difference. Back pressure is, if you say, you want to test how strong your back pressure is, to me, it's how much you can bring your elbow back without compromising your angle. That's a back pressure test, not doing lat rows. Danny Urick in the house, one of my members, one of my guys. Look at this guy. I know I need to shave this beard. Guys, I'm going to get a haircut, and I'm going to fix all this. It's getting out of control. Heraclio Ramirez, what's up, buddy? We've got Hercules in the chat, one of my teammates, and also a member. All these guys with the white emblems next to their name, those are the members. Those are the guys supporting my channel. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate all the support. On the topic, before I forget, you guys, I got the keys to the new place. The new place for me. It's not not new, and it's very, very small. It's a studio apartment, but the most important thing is it's in my same city. It's right up the street, and because I had to find a place that was close, because I pick up my daughter from school every day, and I can't be moving really far away from her and stuff, and there wasn't a lot of options around here. So luckily, last minute, something came available, and I was able to make a move on it. So I got a studio apartment. Now, I'm just by myself, so it's whatever. It'll be good enough, fit my bed, and I'll be able to fit this little setup in there. Yeah, so over the next week, I'll be moving in there. Got it all set up. I got to get it cleaned. I'm gonna pay a cleaning crew to go in there and get everything all up to code. But yeah, then I'll be setting in a new place. The internet, the guy told me the internet's fast. He said it's the fastest one over here, but I'm also sharing it with like 7 people. So, but he also said if it's not fast enough for me, that I can get my own line, my own internet line. So if worst comes to worst, I'll get my own internet line. You guys might have to suffer with me for a little bit by me going live on my phone again, like we used to, until if the internet's slow, until I get that all figured out, then we'll go back to the computer thing. So that big news, got it figured out. Now the next week is just going to be moving over there and getting everything done. Heraclio or Carlo, if you guys know anybody that has like a cleaning service that will clean that place that I can pay, let me know. Yeah, dude, so many members here. I love seeing everybody in here. Thank you so much. Gabe, do you think I can beat Carlo de Guzman's spring break? Oh, well, Carlo's right below you, Gabe. That's Cool Burn. Cool Burn is Carlo. Carlo, do you think Gabe can beat you spring break? Leo Lopez says, Derek, you saw Brzenk calling out RVJ and Zalev. The comeback is real. Yeah, I mean, the title of this is Cyber Brzenk. I just wanted to talk about John killing the game right now on YouTube, right? And blowing up just like he needs to. And it's been so awesome with the community promoting his channel and helping him blow up and encouraging that. It's been great seeing that because that's what should happen. John should kill the game on social media. Although, you know, he's kind of like all his videos, John's like this close. Well, I want to talk about arm wrestling. Work's been a little crazy today. Or when he started turning the camera sideways or vertical, like it stuff made me laugh. But he's trying, and that's the important thing, and he'll get it figured out. You know, just trial and error. But dude, super excited to see our man, our living legend, the GOAT, making content. So, but yeah, I mean, it's just like giving my dad a phone and being like, "Yo, go make YouTube videos." Like he'd be like, "What? All right, you know." It's gonna take some trial and error. Let's see. Daniel, you're sharing the link for the Lion straps. That's the shirt I'm wearing right here. Lion straps, you guys. If you get a chance to go support them, that's my buddy Leo's strap company. And honestly, they make the best straps. There's people that make the same exact type of straps, but they copied my boy Leo. Just saying, in my opinion. Ronnie says my brachial radialis and biceps on right arm get tired immediately and is way weaker than my left. I don't know how to balance it. Give it time, man. And I would say that when something's injured or so, I find ways to navigate around it, but then I stop focusing so much on it because you tend to overtrain it or give it too much attention. You just keep tearing it down and not letting it heal. So say my right was getting a little falling behind, like you say, I would focus on my left and doing everything two-handed, but I'd be really focusing on my left, and my right just will catch up and heal up because I'm not giving it too much attention, right? So that's kind of how it works for me anyway. I've always given my right way more attention than my left, and my left is at a stupid level right now. So it just happens that way, I guess. So yeah, I mean, that's my best recommendation, unless there's something really like medically wrong with your arm that I don't know about. Coolburn says, hey Gabe, yes, you can beat Carlo by spring break. Marble says shared internet is a nightmare. I know. Yeah, it is. It scares me. I haven't been on an internet connection with that many people in a long time, so we'll test it. But I definitely saw the modem and the router inside the studio apartment. So I'll have the modem and I can direct connect my PC to it. Let's see. I've been living in a studio apartment for 8 years. At first it's weird, but then it starts to grow on you. From Archdog. Okay. Gabe, sorry, I didn't know it was you, Carlo. How you doing, man? I still want my revenge. LOL. Andy Gary laughing at my Brzenk impression. Do you think that RVJ versus Sasha is going to be like Irakli versus Sasha? No, because RVJ is not like Irakli, in my opinion. RVJ, to me, has more tools. He has a bigger hand. He's been in the game a lot longer. I think he has more to throw at Sasha. Irakli might be stronger in his move than RVJ is in that move, but I think RVJ has way more options, and he can go places and do things that Irakli can't, in my opinion. But man, who knows? We've been getting creamed overseas. Americans have been getting creamed lately, so excited to see. Hopefully, RVJ can go over there and do some work. Until eventually, I'm ready to go over there and do work. It'll happen. Yeah, good thing you weren't talking smack, Gabe. I know, right? Tell me I'm the greatest in here. Says, what up, D-Rec? What's going on, man? Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. Let's see. Aaron Chavez, beginner lifts to start off arm wrestling. Not sure to start on my hand. Okay, guys. So building up your hand and wrist take years. It's a lot of it's tendons and ligaments. I mean, there's some muscle. It just grows differently, and it's very slow. It's slow to gain, and it's slow to lose it also. That's why you see a lot of old time arm wrestlers, guys that used to be jacked, they'll lose a lot of the big muscles, chest, bicep, shoulder, stuff like that, but they'll maintain their hand and wrist. You use your hand and wrist in like everything you do. So the endurance in your hand and wrist and your calves and your abs, those things you use all the time. And so they're a little harder to grow, but once you get them there, they're really strong. So I recommend if you're dead set on starting weightlifting and trying to gain strength in a gym as a new guy, I recommend starting on hand and wrist. Start immediately, right? Because it takes so long to grow those things. What my normal answer is, if you're brand new, to focus on just table time, and then rehab work, and spend the first year just learning how to arm wrestle, conditioning your elbows and your arms to handle the pressure, understanding the game, things like that, and then just go home and rehab and get back on the table. But if you are dead set on trying to make a bunch of gym gains when you're new, then yes, definitely start in the hand and wrist. And in the end, in terms of priorities for arm wrestling, the height is king, right? And so the highest points are, once you close your hand, or your knuckles and all this stuff. So getting all this strong is priority number 1, priority number 2, priority number 3, right? That's the order, right? So always start in the hand and wrist. It'll lead you to the most victories easily. Okay, so Sir Bagels, would my muscles get overused if I did light work 5 days a week with bands and 1 to 2 days heavy? I mean, I don't know. Everybody's different, man. We're all different ages and different diets, and we heal up at different rates. And I don't know exactly how you'd be isolating the muscles or which muscles. So it's kind of hard to answer that question. Yeah, I would need to know more, and I'd have to see how you're doing it, man. But just take it easy. Give yourself time to rest and to recover for sure. If you're only you tear something down and it's only recovered 50% and you tear it back down again, we're not making optimal gains. Try to make a full recovery and reset at least every once in a while. It's important. Let's see. Gabe Films, how can I work on side pressure without a table at a commercial gym without special handles? Well, side pressure is your subscapularis, your rotator cuff, right? So your ability to do internal rotation, but your internal rotation is also aided by your chest, your pec, right? So on arm wrestling, your ability to bring your elbow across the elbow pad is your chest mostly, right? Then old school arm wrestling, like you see on a dinner table at like a bar, this shit, that's your shoulder and subscap, right? So you work on your chest, your shoulder, and your subscap. Now the limiting factor when you start applying side pressure usually is your elbow and how much pressure your elbow can handle when you start going sideways. This will start hurting, right? So we condition the elbow and we build up these muscles, the 3 muscles I just named. And then obviously your hand has to be adequate to at least maintain and not get flopped while you're doing it. But yeah, the main thing, the drivers for side pressure, chest, shoulder, subscap. The limiting factor usually is your elbow, if not your wrist. So conditioning those a little bit. But elbow, it's best conditioned on a table at practice for sure. But yeah, you can work the muscles, dude. Just do flies, do shoulder presses and things like that with dumbbells because it adds stability. Pec deck machines, the ones that do this. What I do is I turn sideways, I grab the pec deck, and I tuck my elbow in, and I just connect it to my other shoulder. I do that with heavy. I max out the machine, actually, the pec deck machine. And I do a lot of that. Let it go to center, and I stop it, so it's actually trying to open me up. And then I just keep my elbow tucked in the whole time, and I just connect it to my other shoulder. Right? It kills my chest out. Some J-Web Fitness in here, he's worked out with me. He could tell you that workout hits differently. Let's see. White Wolf in here. What's going on, man? White Wolf, another one of my members. Oh, support me. Thanks, brother. What's going on, man? Thanks for tuning in. I've been doing tons of table time and rehab. I hardly ever lift heavy and have seen quite a bit of success in that so far. For Michael Edwards. Yeah, he's on the table all the time. J-Web and Rev in the house. Yo, what up, Rev, man? Thanks for coming in. Already a lot of crap talking going on in the chat between guys. What do you think of John's workout, LOL, if you haven't gone over it yet? Which workout? What are you talking about, John, Justin? Please explain a little bit further. Dwayne Mazel says, how much importance is placed on being able to push or pull without a super tight fist? How much importance is being placed on being able to push or pull without a super tight fist? So in regards to a super tight fist, The only person that really promotes having a crazy strong fist that I've seen that is at a strong level would be Travis Bajan, right? Travis always talks about closing your hand and making the tightest fist possible and learning how to arm wrestle with a fist, right? You're not always going to be able to have a ton of coverage and things like that and control people, but what you can always do is you can always squeeze as tight as you want, right? No one's stopping you from that. You don't get limited on how tight you can squeeze. So his thing was, I'll go up there, make the tightest fist possible, and then they can try to stop me, which is why Travis is such an offensive arm wrestler, and he top rolls and he flies back as hard as he can. So there's a lot that comes with that. When you're arm wrestling in terms of just making the tightest fist, now we're taking away our ability to be defensive at all or have control at all, right? Because now you're not focusing on manipulating or controlling their hand. You're focusing on just making a fist and going as fast as you can and them trying to stop you. So just know what you're training for and what that's going to provide and what that's not going to provide, right? So the fist thing can be cool, but you would have to be super offensive. Longer or taller arms are good to make them harder for them to hold on to you, make it harder for your opponent to hold on to you, and just training for them to try to stop you. So everything's super offensive and fast, and that would be your whole approach to arm wrestling if you go with the tight fist theory, right? Which is super, obviously been super successful with it. Travis has been. So Jeremy James, am I here? Yeah, you're here, man. What's up? Rev says reading every comment gives you little incentive to super chat. Yeah, I know, Rev. People have messaged me about this, about, hey, Derek, you shouldn't read every chat because then you won't get super chats. But this is the thing. I like that I'm the guy that reads every chat. I like that I can help you guys. I like that you don't have to have money in order to help get some answers. I'm a man for the community. Now, listen, when things start going and I get the new place, I still want to do the Wednesday. Derek does his best to read every fucking chat. That will be always the thing. The Q&A Wednesday, Derek reads all the chats. I'm going to try to keep that. Now, I want to start going live or doing other things throughout the week where maybe I put more emphasis on a topic or a subject, and then I try to read some of the chats and stuff, and then maybe more, I guess, obviously I'll read super chats. But like, I like the Wednesday thing. I like this. I like being the guy that really tries to get to all your guys' questions and help out the community as much as I can. I like being that guy. That's what I care about. I care. Anybody that's on my team or trains with me knows I'm all about growing the sport and helping the guys out. So I'm here for you guys. But yeah, super chats are also appreciated. Aaron Chavez says, awesome advice. Thank you. No problem, man. Yala Shashka. Watch my training videos, Gabe. Okay. White Wolf. What's up, Derek? Have you used a rice bucket? If so, what does your regimen look like? I have used the rice bucket. I have one about 10 feet away from me. I haven't broke it down into programming or very specifics. When I'm doing the rice bucket, I'll do half of the work pronating. So I go in there like this with my fingers pointed. I'll open my hand and close my hand, and as I'm pronating. So I'll do that in the rice bucket first, and then I switch and I do supination. Right. So that's what I do, and it blows my hand up. But I just about halfway through my hand, or I'll do like one set all pronation on both hands, and I'll switch to all supination on both hands. That's kind of how I do it. And it does thicken up your hands a lot and your wrists as well. It gives you guys an insane pump. If you guys get a chance, definitely try out the rice bucket. First super chat of the day from Xavier, from my man Lloyd Christmas, my biggest supporters. Xavier is also in the finals today against Michael Edwards, who's in the chat. Yeah, so you guys get a chance to check them out. The finals today, actually, right when I get done with this, I'm gonna go update the brackets, and that is it for the first Discord tournament we've ever had. It will be over today, and then next week I'll be announcing all the new competitors. I want to have it done by next Wednesday. All the new competitors for the next tournament. Definitely, thank you, Xavier, for the super chat. And when I find your name on here on the chat room, I'm gonna do you. I got you. Do you a favor. Texas Piranha in here said how to fix my name for you. There's Michael Edwards, the Texas Piranha. Thanks for the super chat, Mike. I appreciate the 499 super chat, man. Uncle John Brzenk, Blake Perry versus Robbie Russell super match coming up. Wait, Blake Perry, the guy that's my size, and isn't Robbie Russell like 180 pounds? Wait, am I thinking of a different guy? I know Blake Perry's my size. Who's Robbie Russell? Isn't Robbie Russell really small? Or am I thinking of a different guy? I might be thinking of a different guy. Muhammad Mikushnika. Hopefully I pronounced that right. Yo, Derek, I have a question. When I'm hooking, I cap my thumb, but after they're ready to go, my thumb goes away uncapped, and I'm somewhat trying to dad move everyone because the hand just slips lower. Okay, so you cap, right? You have your capping. For you guys that don't know what that means, this is not capped. This is capped, where you put your finger over your thumb. Now, capping has a few different reasons, a few reasons you would cap or would not cap. Generally, hook pullers a lot of times don't like to cap because the more you cap, the less coverage you can get with your index finger around the back of the guy's hand. So your thumb kind of gets in the way. So a lot of people don't cap. That way they can get the index finger further around the back of the guy's hand for more control to bring them into a hook. But if what's happening is you're trying to hold somebody down, I'm assuming maybe your forearm is a little bit shorter. If you're trying to hold somebody down, then your thumb, your ability to keep your fingers capped is weaker than your lat and your ability to keep your arm down. So as they're rising and you're trying to keep your elbow down, your thumb is becoming uncapped. It's basically busting your thumb out because they're going up, right? So one, I would focus on maintaining height, rising pressure, right? And not letting your wrist completely dump like this so they can slide up and they don't give you that angle where you slide down their hand easier. If your hand is like this, it's harder to slide down their forearm, right? Than if your hand's like this, okay? So I would keep your knuckles up, focus on your cup and maintaining hand control and not letting them open your palm up and slide up your hand like that. Also, you want to have back pressure because you want to lower their angle. If you're sliding down their arm, that means that their arm is vertical, right? Because the only way they can make you slide down it is if their arm is vertical. Well, if you're letting your people get their arm vertical, that means you're not pulling backwards and lowering their angle, right? So their arm's not vertical. So your first pressure or more of your pressure should be to lower, to chop their angle down rather than just trying to contain, right? Try that out. Let me know how it works. Send me a video. JWeb Fitness. Oh, yeah, I haven't seen John's most recent video. I'll have to watch that. Killing Myself to Live says, that's great advice on side pressure because you can get tennis elbow easily. Yes. Oh, I dropped. There we go. Dwayne Mazel says, strap question. What is it? Wait. Well, hit me with the strap question, Dwayne. Trey Suit says, train hard, fight easy. Exactly, right? That's, you always, if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready, right? Ronnie says, I've never seen training videos from you. I have a few out. If you go back on my channel, you'll see old training videos of me. I want to start. It's something I want to start doing more. I want to start bringing the tripod to the gym and training like that. I've done a few little things in my garage, but I don't like training on my stuff too much. I'd rather go to the gym, but I'm planning on going there and starting to film more often of me training in the gym for sure. So I'll get more videos out for you guys. I really am thinking about doing that, wanting to do the weekly vlog thing again. So Jeremy James, WW, Dennis says, Derek, what's going on, man? Clerks 93, he says, yo, what's going on, man? VCR money. He says, hey, Derek, it's Phil. Hey, Phil. Wait, which Phil? Which Phil are we talking about? I know a few Phils. What's going on, man? Thanks for joining up. The Drew 24, do not read this. Nah, I'm reading it. You don't control me. Ronnie says, where's Chance Shaw nowadays? Chance is getting back in the game. He's getting back in the game. He was in some recent live streams and videos. He's getting back into it slowly. He's been having a rough time with his family and COVID and all that stuff. So definitely getting back into it. Excited to see Chance back at it, talking crap and doing his all his stuff. Give me someone to argue with and talk crap to. But yeah, no, he's getting back into it slowly but surely for sure. Killing Myself to Live says, what's your hand size, Derek? The only thing I know is it's a little over 9 inches from the base of my palm to the top of my finger. Just like slightly over 9. Uncle John Brzenk, yeah, for number 1 in Tennessee. Wait, so Robbie Russell is the smaller guy I'm thinking of, and he's going against the dude that's 6'8", like Blake Perry's has to be around 400 pounds. They're going to go for number 1 in Tennessee. It's Robbie Russell's that strong? Damn, good for him. Good for him. Hell yeah. Let's see. All the crap talking between JWeb Fitness and Texas Piranha. Dallas Coriel says, what is an elite posting weight on a pulley system when the belt is wrapped around the front of your knuckles? I saw Devin do 75 pounds free weight with this wrap, but it was an old video. That gets really weird. That lift, I don't have numbers off the top of my head. Now I know what you're talking about with the 75-pound lift from Devin, but the it was really strict. Devin was really strict. He wraps it around his wrist first, and then the rest of it goes over his front knuckle. And he was rising from parallel and completely rising with it. Now, a lot of people have other videos of them doing it, but they're already started not parallel. They're starting with their arm up, or it's on a pulley that's in front of them, and they're pulling back. Like, it's different angles a lot of times. You don't find the exact same lift being recreated hardly ever. Because there's people that have blasted Devin's rising number out of the water, but I know for a fact Devin rises way stronger than them. So I don't know. Like, on a table, I felt Devin's rising ability. It's second to none that I've ever felt. But there's been people that I've arm wrestled with that their riser is nothing compared to Devin, but they've done more in that lift than Devin, or in a riser lift than Devin. So yeah, I don't know specifics on the numbers, man. Just, it's such a small muscle, and targeting it is kind of weird. That I would say just focus on you and getting it as strong as possible. Don't worry too much about what the elite guys are doing, because to recreate their lift is really, really hard. And who knows if the pulley system they're using is a double pulley system or triple, and how much weight it's cutting off, or how much coverage, the handle they had was hitting their hand. There's a lot of things, a lot of small factors that contribute to how much weight you can lift. Philip G. Okay, what's going on, man? Thanks for coming in. White Wolf says, any thoughts on the Devin/Mountain brawl? I think Devin definitely would have had him if not for the rope. Would have definitely thrown him if not for the ropes and had full mount. Yeah, on that. Oh, wait, let me jump to the super chat. Sorry, I didn't see the super chat. Andy Gary with the super chat says, boom, got head out, but thanks for the live stream. I've got one vote to give you to the title, the Brotagonist. LOL. Take care, Derek. Thanks for the support, Andy. I appreciate the super chat, man. Always nice to have you in here. Andy, you're a beast. But yeah, so the fight, the Devin Mountain fight, I thought it stopped early. In my opinion, I know everybody has different opinions. A lot of people are saying, Devin was getting the crap kicked out of him. They had to stop him to save him. His hands are still up, in my opinion. And I'm not a professional boxer by any means. I have very, very limited experience in that field. But just from what I was seeing, but maybe I just wanted Devin to win so bad that I'm seeing it a certain way. But it looked like he had his hands up. It looked like he was still defending himself as intelligently as he could. Thor was definitely landing some shots, but yeah. I did message Devin about it, and I asked him, did you agree with the stoppage? He said he felt like it was a little early as well. So, yeah, I mean, it just seemed like it was a little early. I would like to see that round finish out for it to keep going. I'm not doubting that Thor had the upper hand. Devin did land some clean shots, but Thor definitely had the upper hand and was being a little more aggressive. But who knows, if they would have had a moment for the round to end and catch a breath and stuff like that, who knows if Devin would come up with a new plan, and I don't know. But I really wish we could have seen more of it. But at the same time, I don't want Devin to get hurt. We don't want our guy to take a topple. So, let's see. Big Spur says, "What's up? What's going on, man? Who's Big Spur? That's not Cody Merritt, is it?" Daniel York sharing the link to the Discord. If you guys don't know what that is, or you're not part of it, I don't know what you're doing. First off, that's weird that you're not in the Discord with us. We're in there all the time. I'm literally on Discord right now on my other screen. You guys come hang out with us, chat it up with us. I'm in the live chat all the time, voice chat. We're always talking about training stuff, sharing videos, talking crap to each other. It's all arm wrestling. It's an arm wrestling chat room is what it is. So if you guys feel like joining up, that's the link right there. Daniel York just shared it in the chat room. Yeah, pop in. The Drew 24 says, you sir are a poopy head. Oh man. Alessandro Ippolito says, you think that Hermes Gasparini has a chance versus Levon? The Hermes I felt and the Levon I met, no. But Hermes is young and he's still getting stronger. So, yeah. Let's see. Andy Beckett says, hey, Derek, what's going on, man? Clerks 93. Who you got on Tom versus Mindaugas and Hale versus Giannis and then the final? Tom Holland versus Mindaugas. Man, I know Tom's strong in the hook, but I feel like Mindaugas is a little more well-rounded and has more experience. So I'm going to go Mindaugas and Hale versus Giannis. I got to go Giannis. So then Mindaugas and Giannis. And I think Giannis has the winning record on Mindaugas. So I'd have to say Giannis beats Mindaugas. So I think Giannis takes the win on this. Danny Urich says, I'm going to win the Discord WAP tournament. Go vote for me next week. Going against a 240-pound guy, but it's all fat. Yeah, next week we'll start up the next tournament, you guys, in Discord. If you guys are in there and you want to hop in the Discord tournament, let me know. It's free. I just put your name in there, and it's a lot of fun. Daniel Schumann says, Levon said on a Russian channel that his secret sauce is his back strength. He reckons the back muscles hold everything together, and his strength originates there. thoughts. His back strength would be nothing without his elbow flexor and hand strength. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's lat, right? 99% of people, your lat and your back are your strongest muscle in your body, your upper body, right? So everybody can pull their elbow back in a match, right? But can you pull your elbow back while maintaining elbow tightness and maintaining your hand? Or do you pull your elbow back and your arm opens up and your hand gives out, right? Anybody can pull their elbow back, but will the package come back with it is the question. So, yeah, I mean, of course his back is his secret, right? But don't get me wrong, Levon has a crazy strong back, stronger than my back and other people's backs. But I'm saying, like, it's all the limiting factor, the links in the chain is all your other joints, your elbow and your wrist, right? Besides your shoulder. So, I mean, I guess that's just like kind of like obviously your back's your strongest one, you know. The Drew 24, Devin should have been allowed to make it second round at least. Oh, well, I agree. Dave Anderson says, greetings. What's going on, man? Juan Alvarez, West Side Arms. That Devin vs. Thor match was too fun. It was crazy seeing Devin go out. And Devin was making some really weird noises. But our boy was being aggressive, man. He was charging Thor. Woo! He was charging, man. Throwing him. Trying to throw him out there. Okay, let's see. Yo, Cody, is that match with Brzenk still in the works? It is, Cody. Okay, so Big Spur is Cody Merritt, you guys. If you guys get a chance, check out his channel. Any of my moderators in here, please tag Big Spur's channel, Cody Merritt's YouTube channel. I don't know if Cody's been putting working on the YouTube channel, but I know he was wanting to start a YouTube channel. I haven't been following up too much. Cody's the man. So Cody is #1 ranked in North America left-handed arm wrestler. For some reason, Cody doesn't get the love for being the #1 guy left-handed in North America, you guys. Like, so people like don't even, you know, they're like, in regards when they're talking about top matches, a lot of people don't even throw Cody's name out there left-handed, which is crazy. So I'm a big believer, and we got to get Cody's name out there more. People need to put some more respect on his name. And I want to see Cody pulling some big names like Devin and all those guys, and who he is ranked above in North America. But, you know, he needs to beat some, in order for him to get more well-known, he would need to beat some of the more well-known, popular names, those guys, and then to help promote his name a little bit, maybe get some more attention. But it's crazy to me that Cody doesn't get as much love as he's deserved. That dude is a monster, left-handed and right-handed. And he's a great dude. So, let's see. Texas Brown said 5 guys joined Discord. Hell yeah. Awesome. Austin Webb, just received my Wrist Max tool from Arms Sport. Have you found this tool to be effective in your training? I like I have a Wrist Max. I have a custom Wrist Max with my name imprinted on it. Yeah, I like the way it hits the fingertips for sure, because you're bound to it. There's a strap around the back of your hand and you're bound to it. And I like things that make you strengthen your fingertips, you guys. Remember, think about this. In terms of gripping and holding the back of somebody's hand, if your fingers fold backwards like that, right, that's about an inch of coverage that you just lost. You must be strong to your fingertips, to your fingernails, to the tip of your finger. It has to be strong, not just gripping, crushing strength. Because when you're containing somebody, if they're an intelligent top roller, they're going to target your fingertips. They're going to find a way to get pressure into your fingertips, because that's the weakest part of your whole arm, the very tip of your finger, right? So they're going to find a way to put pressure in your fingertips. So always train your grips and your grip and your hand control to your fingertips. Now, things like the Wrist Max or a wood block or something where your hands straight and your fingers are outstretched that put pressure on your fingertips, I'm a fan of. You got to strengthen those fingertips, guys. And if you're top rollers, you need to be targeting fingertips, especially if the guy has a strong hand. Bear Claw says disc golf. Do you say disc golf? No, Discord. Ronnie Ronnie says Oleg Zoke didn't have a strong back. Yeah, but he had a strong enough elbow and hand that didn't matter, right? Well, he went, but he still had a strong enough back. That's what I'm saying. His back wasn't weak. Yeah, his back wasn't connected to that monstrous hand. He still had a strong enough back. Even that smaller guy, you know, his lat and everything was still there. So his back was strong enough. It was strong enough, right? To as long as his arm could hold up, his arm was probably as strong as his back. So he probably used his lat as much as possible, and his arm never even hesitated. Just brought everything back with it. At no point did it open up. So, let's see. Jesus Cross says, "What's up, Big Derek? What's on, man?" Dave Anderson, it was good to stop on. It was a good stop on Devin. Did you hear the hit? No, I didn't hear the hit. Mods, please post Brzenk and Todzill's YouTube channel. Yes, please, moderators, post those YouTube channels. Oh, White Wolf for the super chat. What's up, bud? Thank you for the $5 super chat. Says Devin definitely cracked Thor a few times. What are your thoughts on Devin's #1 commandment? The ABCs of arm wrestling always be climbing. Yeah, I mean, like I said, back to what I was talking about a little bit ago, height, you guys. Height leads to the most things. If you're on top of the mountain, then you can go where you want. You have the most options. You're controlling the top, right? So you can go that way, you can go this way, you can go further out. You can do whatever you want if you have controlled the top. That's why a high hook, in my opinion, is the most well-rounded. It's the best move in arm wrestling, in my opinion, because it leads to the most things, and you're controlling the most important parts of the match, right? You're not over-rotated like a top roll. You're not over-committed inside like a hook. You haven't lost your wrist like a press. So a high hook is controlling center table and the height, which means you can go anywhere. You control the entire match. You control the entire field from above. So, and it all comes through hand and wrist control. It starts through hand and wrist control. Let's see. Where are we at? Is Travis trying to have a left match with Cody? Cody, is that going on? Is Travis trying to have a match with you? I don't know if Cody wants that match. I don't know if Travis wants that match. It would make sense. Okay. I think right now Cody would beat Travis left-handed. Okay, so there's that opinion. Now, so Cody beats a guy that's an untrained Travis. So how does that help Cody a ton? It's just a name. I guess you would beat a popular name. So I guess that'd be good to check that off the list. The current Travis. I'm not saying Travis, but Travis right now, if they pull, then I would bet some money that Cody beats him. Now, Travis, a trained up Travis, who knows? Maybe he definitely have a better chance. And Travis, he is probably the best left-handed arm wrestler ever. He'll probably go down as it. But yeah, I mean, and then Travis has everything to risk with that. Right now, Travis has his name in this legendary persona, and if he loses to Cody, who a lot of people don't know who he is, that would hurt Travis's rep. So I don't know why Travis would want that, and honestly, I don't know why Cody would want that right now. Besides just trying to check that name off the list. Yeah, I whipped Travis's agent's ass. Cody might have already had wins on him. Cody's been arm wrestling a long time, guys. Cody, how many years have you been arm wrestling? But I think you took a long break in there, right? But originally, when you first started, how long ago was it? Devin Larratt, my first time in a Derek live chat. I feel so alive. Dev, what's going on, man? The legend, the troll army leader, Devin Larratt. There he is. Archdog says, thoughts on Jerome Loud. I haven't been watching his matches, but I know he's been killing it and coming up. Didn't he beat Dan Mosier, I think, last year? Jerome Loud, it looks legit. To be honest, I haven't studied him very much in terms of his exact movements and where and why he's strong. But I know he's definitely been doing some big upsets for sure. Big Spur says, thanks, Derek. Your payment is in the mail. Yeah. Lavin says, Sasha will destroy RVJ. Maybe. Lethal Arms Network says, sup, fellas? What's going on? Paul Lynn in the house. Roger Cunningham, sup, G? What up, Roger? Thanks for coming in, man. I appreciate it. My man Roger's strongest ginger ever. he is. Oh, Eric McCarty with a $2 super chat says, Travis announced he's going to pull Cody in March. Cool. Oh, okay. So Travis says he's training and they're going to have that match. Awesome. Sorry, yeah, guys, I've been falling off. I haven't been very up to date on videos or the current movements in the sport. I've been stressing about moving. And so I got my keys for the new place. I'm going to finish that up this coming week, finish the moving and everything, and then I'm done. And then I'm fully committed back into following up with the news and all the arm wrestling hotness. But I fell off a little bit. Sorry about that. So, yeah, there's some stuff that's been passing by me a little bit. I'll be back on. I'll be back on very soon. Back on top of all the information. Okay, let's see. My man Roger. Okay. Jalis Coriel says, general time frame for an experienced lifter to be respectable arm wrestler if very dedicated. I have plenty of power but can't transfer it through my wrist, brand new to the sport. That would, once again, that has to do with how fast you heal and recover. Your age will play a difference. Your supplementing line, if you're taking much steroids, or if you're not, or if you're, how you eat, these are contributing factors to how fast you're going to heal and how you'll be able to approach the sport, right? If you're 20 years old and you've been powerlifting for 5 years, dude, you're still young. It'll be a pretty easy transition. Your body is still malleable. D Nix with the 499 super chat says, Tony Thompson versus Cody Merritt. What do you think? Tony is my boy. Tony's my boy, and that's someone that I'm constantly comparing myself to, and we have practice all the time. That's my friend. That is a huge jump. I'm proud of Tony for going and shooting from that. That is I mean, Tony is stronger than me left-handed. Tony beats me the last few times we competed left-handed. Tony has the wins, and he just became king of California left-handed. Man, he's going from let's see. So me and Cody are me and Tony are. He beats me left-handed. It's not too far, but he beats me. So, and I'm ranked 9th. So he's somewhere around there, right? And he's having a match with. He's actually ranked. I think Tony's actually ranked like 17th or 18th, but he just hasn't had the matches to get there. But he's around me, and I think I can hold up this ranking for a little while. So, yeah, that's a big jump, man. Going for the number 1 guy. So I think you have to say that Cody is the favorite. You have to, right? Just based off experience and the rankings themselves and things like that. So Tony is definitely aiming up for this match. A lot of it we're going to see in the hand. We're going to see how this hand goes. If, in my opinion, if Tony's able to manipulate Cody's hand, he could be in it. He could be in the game for sure. But the hand, it's going to come down to how that hand looks and how it gets manipulated in each way. And there's a good chance it'll go to the straps. So how can you manipulate hands in the straps, and how comfortable are you in the straps as well? I think that's what we're going to see it break down to. Cody is a good buddy of mine in here. He's a good friend of mine, and so is Tony. I want to see it be a good match, and it'd always be cool to see the underdog take the win, but you have to say Cody's the favorite leading into it, right? But Tony, I love you. Keep coming over to practice. We'll work on it, and I'll help you prep as much as we possibly can, of course, right? Okay, where were we? Okay, so back to your question, Dallas Coryell. Sorry, I didn't get a full answer there. I would say we'll assume you're healing crazy fast right now. I would say be a respectable arm wrestler. Oh, dude, a year. You already have the big muscles in place. It's going to be conditioning your joints and building up your hand and wrist and your knowledge of the game. But I don't think that'll take too long, especially if you understand rehab work and you're used to listening to your body. But you already have all the horsepower there. A lot of it, building up your hand and wrist is going to be the number 1 thing, and then conditioning your joints, in my opinion. The basic movements of arm wrestling isn't super complicated. Go to a few practices and you'll figure that out. But definitely start practicing for sure. Let's see. Lethal Arms Network says, football season makes it tough for me to do anything. Yeah. Paul's, I think, a football coach, so he's busy all the time as well. I could see that. Milton Melendez says, when's your next tournament? The LA Fit Expo is coming up, but there's so many other things going on. There is, let's see, what's next? There's a thing in Vegas in November, early November, that's being worked on with Eric Spoto and all those guys. Then there's late November at the John Brzenk Cup in Utah, where my teammate Mega Mike will be pulling against Jordan Sill. And then there's I think there's another tournament. There's a tournament coming up in San Diego, the Pull Hook Press. That's going to be in November as well. And then in January is the LA Fit Expo. So there's a lot of events around here kind of coming up. I don't know what I'm going to compete in quite yet. I haven't made the decision. I might be looking for a super match left-handed I just kind of want to keep working on my right, getting it stronger and stronger, and maybe compete with my left for a little bit, do a nice little super match and prep for that. So yeah, but I haven't made any solid decisions yet. Not until I'm done moving, then I'll start making rock solid decisions. Derek, what's John like in person? Says Eric. He's awesome. John is a pretty quiet guy, super humble, easy to get along with. He's the GOAT. I feel like everybody that talks to John expects like a ton out of him when you meet him. Like, oh, come on, just be like, expect him to start glowing or something like that, But John's a super humble dude. Great dude. Really easy to get along with. Really humble. So yeah, definitely if you're a good chance, hang out with John, buy him a tall can like I did when I first met him, and just chat it up with him for a little bit. Let's see. Paul says, after Todd and Rob practice, Todd said Rob will beat Sasha. And Todd will know. He would know for sure because Todd Hutchings beat Sasha, was that a year and a half ago or so at Moldova? I know Todd got wins on Sasha, and he understands side pressure. That was a match I wanted to see for a long time, Todd Hutchings and Sasha. So if Todd Hutchings is that confident that Rob will beat Sasha, then Todd knows what he's talking about. That's a smart man. So cool. That'd be great to see us get an American win, a win on the board. Hopefully that happens. Okay, yeah. I thought Travis versus Cody is booked. Yeah, sorry guys, I suck at that. The Swayze Express 1 says, what do you train to not lead with your wrist I always seem to lose my wrist. Retrain to not lead with your wrist. The wrist is beginning. That's where you're connected to the other puller. Their hand and wrist have to get to a certain level, unless you want to just. The only other answer, man, would be flop pressing, which is I don't, in my opinion, not a good answer. It's a very limiting movement. It's a very high risk movement for injuries. And once you get there, once you get in a flop press, you can't really do anything else. Like all you can do is just keep pushing down. And if they stop you, you're just like, well, this sucks. You just keep pushing down and leaning on your arm. So it's definitely a move without needing a really strong wrist, but that's the only one. Besides that, every movement has hand and wrist components that need to be strong because that's where it starts. It starts in the hand, right? So you got to strengthen those up, man. Word is training. Travis has been training for the last several weeks. If Travis takes training really serious, man, obviously he's a bad dude, left-handed for sure. Cody has his work cut out for him. I do, but I don't want to. I think Cody is strong as hell. I think Cody stays a favorite even by the time the match happens, in my opinion. Now, other people are going to be obviously, and Travis is my boy as well, but I think people are going to be really, the staking on that match, I bet, will be like Travis was going to win by a tsunami via the staking. I have a feeling. But I still see Cody as the man left-handed until proven otherwise, man. So, yeah, I mean, Travis, historically, number one lefty right now. He has to earn that title, the current title, back by beating Cody. I have Cody as a favorite. So I know a lot of people are going to disagree with me on that one, but yeah. D Nick says number one Cali versus number one US. Oh, the left match between Tony and Cody. Yeah. Few months of training, Cody can't beat Travis. From Brennan Joseph. I don't know, man. I'm not sure. Merle Scott says, would you sell your soul to be number one? No, not my soul. Lethal Arms Network says, he's talking to somebody else. Sorry. Jerome won the IFA both arms contested. Oh, so Jerome walked through the IFA? And I heard there was, in terms of IFA, there's a lot of people I know that were there. And the question, a lot of people were being very skeptical of IFA and if it should be called a world championship or not, and the legitimacy of the world championship claim. I talked to some guys and I asked them, they keep saying there's 18 countries that were at the world championship. I asked the people that were there, like, how many pullers total from other countries that don't live in the United States, that currently live in other countries were there. And I was told around 50. It was a ballpark guess. They said around 50. So, somewhere in that ballpark is what I was told. But they said that there's a lot of Georgians that, like Zaza and those guys, showed up. I think they live on the East Coast now. But yeah, I mean, it's just funny because I heard a lot of people talking about that. I did want to pose a question. I don't think I can do a poll on here. Oh, you know what? Let's do this right now. Let's do this poll right now. Cody versus Travis. Who you guys got? I want to see. Oh wait, sorry. It's yes or no question. Will Cody beat? Let's see some votes. I want to see votes right now. The preemptive votes on Cody versus Travis. Will Cody beat Travis? Yes or no? So that should be going up right now. But yeah, I mean, that's awesome for Jerome. But I want to know what people's opinions are of what constitutes a world championship. I think that the community needs to come together and have like a set. If there wasn't this many countries and this percentage of each country at the world champion or something, I feel like we should all agree, because that's been a topic for a long time since I've been in the sport. There's a Buena Park World Championship, the amateur world championships in Buena Park. It went on for years down the street, and I don't know if they're doing it right now because of COVID, but they call it the World Championship, but it was all local amateurs, and there'd be like one guy that would come from from Brazil or something like that every year. Like one guy would fly out there thinking it's going to be a huge tournament, and then be like, oh, like it's at like a carnival, like, and that was it. You know what I mean? And they were a little let down. So that this type of stuff has happened, and please don't take this as disrespect to the promoters or people that went to this event. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that I really think that as a community, we should have like set precedences. Yeah, we acknowledge this as a world championship because this was met. These things were met, right? And because that was a super deep tournament. The IFA was a super deep tournament, crazy hard tournament, amazing arm wrestlers were there, a ton of them. But when that term world title was thrown out there, originally the intention is to have all these countries there, but COVID stopped the travel. I get what happened, but I just wonder like if we could all agree on specific conditions must be met, and what are those conditions, and then the community is like, okay, legit world title. But I guess there'll always be skeptics no matter what, even when I went to WAF, like, oh, Trubin wasn't there, so it wasn't legit. You know what I mean? Like, there's always gonna be something. I guess there'll always be haters no matter what, But I wonder if we could ever agree on something like that. So right now, man, okay, Cody's doing okay. 39% are saying Cody can win. 61% are saying no. Interesting. Okay. Well, actually, you know what? I thought it'd be worse. I thought more people would say no. So good. Some people are believing in Cody. Boy. Is Cody versus Tony on State Kings? I think they just announced it, so I don't know if it's on State Kings yet. I can maybe look right now. I don't know if this is gonna. Can you guys still see me? Let's see. I'm gonna look at State Kings right now. Man, I can't see it right now. Okay, so let me try to catch up in the chat. I know I'm falling way behind, guys. Sorry about that. How many wrist curl reps do you do with a dumbbell? I don't do dumbbell wrist curls. You should patch John in on your podcast and cast him, and him cast you in on his. That would help both of you guys. Yeah, I mean, John already passed me up, but we all knew that was going to happen. But yeah, I mean, hey, John, I'm down, man. I need to drive out there. This is what needs to happen. I need to drive out to John's and go hit a practice with him. It's like 6 hours away or so, between 4 and 6 hours away to get to John's house. I need to go out there. I haven't trained with him in a long time, and if he's all back in condition and his strongest self, it'd be a good training for me anyway. Austin C says, I never feel pain in my elbow or feel like I'm conditioning it in practice. I practice with noobs, but we get good pressure. Do you think I'm not pulling correctly if I don't feel it? It depends on your style of arm wrestling. Top rolling generally doesn't have as much pressure on your elbow, on your inner elbow, as hooking. Hooking, you're going to be putting in, you're connected here on the wrist, or below the wrist a lot of times if you're doing deep inside hooking, so it puts more direct pressure on your elbow. A lot of my guys will condition their elbows. They'll tie straps, like after practice, they'll tie straps around their wrist, and they'll just tuck their elbow inside their body and start leaning sideways just to put pressure on here at the end of practice to help condition that. Things like that will internal pressure conditions elbows a lot more than top rolling. Top rolling evades the elbow pain and the elbow pressure. Guys, top rolling is less painful than hooking on the inner elbow traditionally. So if you're ever trying to avoid that pain, just start top rolling. What's the how's the staking going for the Paul Lynn, John Brzenk thing? Paul, how's that? I haven't looked at it. I haven't looked at stakings in a while. Derek, who do you think would be a good match for Jerome Loud? I don't know. Like I said, I haven't done much research on Jerome, so I don't know his style. I'd have to see more about him. Let's see. GM Sleepless says, Derek, buddy, you look like a big, strong, scary Viking. Yeah, right. Morozov versus Kardeka. Dude, that's going to be crazy. I think Morozov has the edge on that one. By the way he handled Farid, I have to say Morozov has the edge. But Alex is my boy, and hopefully he pulls out the win. Definitely cheering for Alex. I think he's the underdog in that match, though. Paul Lynn says Cody's a favorite, in my opinion. See? Me and Paul, you know what's up, Paul. Paul knows what's going on. Cliff Herf says, Derek, are all your practices on the weekend? We practice on Sundays at noon, have for 7 years now, but there's a little break off of my team. Guys are on my team, but they also started their own Wednesday practices at like 6 o'clock p.m. There's a Wednesday practice around here as well. It's a smaller group. It's like 5 guys, but there's a Wednesday practice. Heraclio Ramirez, who was in the chat earlier, he runs that one. Let's see. I'm trying to catch up. All those dudes are either live in the U.S. or on visas. There you go. Sarah Latona. I I think it should look more like what they do for Zloty. What are you talking about? IFA? What should look more like Zloty? I'm interested in what you meant. Lethal Arms Network, Paul says that was a beefy Nationals, in my opinion. No knock on anyone who competed, not on them or anyone. They showed up and pulled, so full credit. But during COVID, there was no way for it to work. I agree, Paul. It just sucks because, like, a lot of times if we share that opinion, and like I said, we're not trying to be disrespectful to any of the pollers or the promoters, they just rip your head off for having that opinion at all. You just have to, like, blindingly just agree, or they get really mad at you. But I'm not trying to hate, dude. It was a great tournament, super deep tournament. Winning that tournament is amazing, and it's a huge tournament to win. And congratulations to everybody is in order for sure. There wasn't a lot of international pullers there. That's just a fact of life because of COVID and the time. It's just a fact. The Jew 24 says, if it's Couch Travis, then Cody wins. Meh. Oh, White Wolf with a $5 super chat. Sorry, I didn't see it, bud. Says, Merle Scott, you can't sell your soul, dude. It's like 2 fleas on a dog. Bartering to sell the dog, LOL. But if you want to buy mine, it's $1 billion. Attaboy. Dallas Coriel says, best exercises to develop posting/riser. Hammer curls with a dumbbell. I mean, when I do my hammer curls, I do bent over ones. Oh, let me autofocus. There we go. So I do bent over. So think bent over rows, right? That the position you get in for bent over rows. But I tuck my elbow in front of my body and I do curls from the ground like that. When doing that, it challenges my riser a lot with the dumbbells because of the angle, and also it hits my brachioradialis, and my pronator teres, right? The 3 elbow flexors in that position, right? So in my opinion, the best way to hit posting and riser would either be that or some kind of pull-up where you're leaning back and you're rising into the bar, a neutral grip pull-up where you're leaning back and you're rising into the bar a little bit. That would hit your riser and your elbow flexors as well. So for those specific angles, that's my opinion. Okay, so trying to catch up. I'm not too far away, I don't think. He says I'm not promoting my block. Let's see. Sorry. I know you guys don't like to hear me say Everybody put money on Paul Lynn. He's about to retire John Brzenk. Paul says thanks for the confidence. So in terms of Paul Lynn, who's in the chat right now, that's Lethal Arms Network versus John Brzenk. It's going to come to, in my opinion, it's going to come down to the hand. I feel like I've never arm wrestled with Paul Lynn. Paul, I've never arm wrestled with you. I only know by what I see, the matches I've seen. I feel like you access your move a lot through having a dominant hand. Not saying once you're in there, it's all hand control, but I feel like a lot of your access is depending on your hand being really strong rather than shooting super hard with your elbow or flying way out with these crazy angles and trying to use speed and insane angles to access what you want to access. I feel like yours comes through a lot of risk and hand and wrist control. Now, if I'm right, like I said, that's just videos. If I'm correct, then that's a rough sell for John. That's a rough sell for John, and I hope that you're conditioning your hand or working more on your body positioning in order to get what you want with John. But if what I see in the videos is the way it really is, then it looks like you use a lot of hand, and that's scary for John. To deal with John and do it that way is really rough. Dimitri, the match coming up with Dimitri versus John Brzenk, Dimitri Kachan. Dimitri attacks hands really well. It's not necessarily, in my opinion, it's not necessarily him depending on his hand strength to overpower somebody, but he purposely targets hands and tries to negate people's hand strength. I think that's why he did well against Robbie Burnett, and I think that's why stylistically he has a good chance against John. So obviously, Paul, I want to see you do it. Just with the way I was watching the matches in my head, I was like, man, Paul uses his hand to get where he wants a lot, and that's so hard with John. That's so hard. I want you to do it. Please do it. Please do it. Please win. Sarah Latona says, sorry when you were talking about how World's Nationals should look. Oh, yeah. Yeah, dude. I mean, the level of professionalism at Zloty is like unmatched, right? That looks crazy. Let's see. Paul should wear a God of War makeup for the match. He does look like what's his name from God of War? I can't think of the guy's name in the game. Paul should do the secret assassin move, aka the Kaplan. Devil Rapper White Wolf says, no disrespect intended for you by your profession, by my soul selling revelation. Oh, Lethal Arm said, didn't we get a few in the Arnold on the side table? No, I don't think we didn't. We never gripped up on the side table. No, we never gripped up on the side table, me and you. I'm primarily an inside puller, so as far as where I'm strongest, I got a few options to try. No promises. Attaboy, Kratos. Thank you guys. Kratos, that's the name of the guy in the game, in the God of War game. And Paul Lynn does look like Kratos. Sorry, Paul. Hopefully it didn't come. That was just, everybody has their opinion on matches. That's just in my brain. That's why I saw it. But I don't think we ever gripped up. You were too busy beating ass and taking names at that Arnold's to grip up with me. Because I think I was out. You were still going when I was doing the side pulling on the side tables. You were still in the competition. So I don't think you were pulling on the side table when I was pulling on the side table. I think you pulled after I was done, I believe. But yeah. So, bro, real quick, you like NWA wrestling? I mean, I'm not really partial or against it. I don't really follow it. So, okay, is that all the topics right now? All the hot topics in the sport, I think. We talked about Devin and the Thor fight. We talked about John Brzenk's YouTube channel and Todd Hutchings' YouTube channel. They were pasted in the description or in the chat room. Xavier, if you're here, please comment in the chat room so I can make you a mod like I wanted to, but you didn't comment in the actual chat room, so I can't click on your name. It wouldn't let me do it via the super chat. We talked about all the upcoming matches right now that I can think of. Right, covered all those. Yeah, that's it. So in regards to me, people were asking what I'm doing next. Names: left-handed, I want to arm wrestle. Left-handed, I want to arm wrestle. Maybe Robbie Topi. That's been brought up a few times. I do need to have a match with Tony, a legit match with Tony at some point. Yeah, I mean, I know he's down the street, but we got to figure this left-handed thing out. I don't know if I'm ready. I'm almost there. Yeah, left-handed, that's what I'm going for. Dave Chafee, okay, listen, per the rankings, I'm pretty close to Dave Chafee. Per the rankings. Dave Chafee tore Corey West's bicep off the bone. So in my brain, I'm like, dude, there's no way I can touch Dave Chafee. That guy's crazy strong left-handed. But per the rankings, I'm supposed to be kind of close to him. So I kind of want to figure out how strong Dave is. I might just fly out there and practice with Dave. I just want to see if I can even do anything to him left-handed or either hand, or even make him work where we're at in terms of strength with me and Dave. Yeah, so maybe one day a match with Dave. That'd be kind of cool. Left-handed, right? And one day right-handed. So I'm gonna go test that out. Right-handed, a lot of names have been thrown around lately with Wayne Withers, Don Underwood. Obviously, everybody wants to meet Arm Wrestle Chance and Corey. And I'm trying to work my way back up to Tim Breslin. I want to have a match with Tim Breslin eventually before that guy gets too old. I got a lot of love for Tim, and he beat my ass a couple years ago. I want to try to get revenge. Okay. For you who has potential to pin Levon, right now it'd have to be the best person that has a chance would be Big Devin. That's it. I don't see anybody else at that level right now. I think Big Devin will have the best chance. But today, we don't have Big Devin. So, like right now, today, if they arm us today, it obviously have to be Vitali. But, yeah, after that, it'd be hopefully Big Devin. White Wolf. Wait, sorry, guys. Trying to read all these messages. Let's see what's going on. Roger Cunningham. Colin Del Tierro says, yo, what's going on? D-Rec, what's up? What's up, bud? Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you being in here. Another member, you guys. If you guys get a chance, once again, next to the subscribe button, there's that join button. If you guys feel like supporting the channel, go ahead and join up. You guys get a cool little logo next to your name. And also, I'll be releasing more and more content for the members only, maybe some live chat. I think I'm going to go live at some point this week just for the members for a little bit and hang out with you guys for a little while and show you some love. Let's see. Texas Soprano, got to talk about the WAP now. The World Arm Wrestling Promotion tournament on Discord. Yeah, that's the finals are today, guys. The championships is between Texas Piranha here in the chat, and Xavier, who is on YouTube. Xavier's name, oh man, he just super chatted me. Xavier, what's your name on here again? I can't remember his YouTube name. But yeah, that's the championships are today. Right when I get off here, I'll be updating that. How are you feeling after King of Cali? I feel strong and I feel healed up. I arm wrestled twice this week, but in general, I feel healed up. White Wolf says Derek versus Eric's Bodo. I'm down to arm wrestle Eric. I mean, I'm not really. It's whatever. I'm not aiming for Eric. But Eric is a super strong dude for sure, and one day we'll figure that out. I think he just got back into training because he was injured. But Eric also obviously is a really strong guy. At some point, we'll figure that out and we'll have that match. I think he has a match coming up with somebody though, so I don't want to be the one to announce it if it hasn't been announced yet. I don't know. Certified Hustler is going. I don't know. You know what this dude is talking about? How about a real site with real men on street beefs? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Santino DV says, for me, you have the potential to beat Levon. Well, if you put your mind into it. Yeah, I mean, with enough training and like, it's going to take a lot. It's going to take a lot. Obviously, my goal is to try to be number one. So going into that is definitely for sure going to take some time. Clerks93 says, block that dude already. Get those likes up. What's up? Paul Stevens, what's going on, man? Thanks for tuning in. The G Brown A6 says, boo, members only, you old VIP lap dancer. Well, no, it's cool. I like being able to provide, like, I don't know, cool VIP lap dances. Let's see. Texas Piranha says, Lloyd Christmas. Sorry, that's Xavier's. There he is. Xavier. Wait. Oh, there we are. Add moderator. Xavier, you are now our moderator on my channel. Thank you so much. Devil Rapper says, Derek, are you down for a super match with Jerome Loud? Is he a super heavyweight? I thought, isn't he like a heavyweight? You guys, I have to arm wrestle bigger guys right now. I got enough flack for arm wrestling Tom Nelson. When I didn't even look for that match, enough people were hating him because I was so much bigger than him. I got to arm wrestle some big dudes. So I think in the pictures, Jerome doesn't look like he's a very like big dude. He looks like he's like a heavyweight. I don't know if he's a super heavyweight though. Let's see. Lloyd Christmas is going on. Richard Biggins says, sup, IGX, you the man. Aesthetic says, certified hustler, what are you on about? Yeah, exactly. I don't know what this dude's talking about. But yes, says, Derek, do you think you'll be able to reach Levon's level before he leaves? Yeah, before he leaves? If I reach Levon's level, it will be well before he leaves the sport, for sure. Yeah, I mean, either I'm going to get there or I'm not going to get there, but if I get there, it'll be before then. Richard Biggin says, what's up, Big D? Love the way you slam Tom Nelson. Thanks, man. Santino DV says, training and steroids, but I'll be there cheering for you. Man, if that's what I have to do, that's what I have to do. Jerome Loud is 105 kg right now. Okay. Well, I'm 360 pounds at the King of California, so I don't know what that is in kg. Yeah. Well, Wolf says, what's John Brzenk weighing in it now? I haven't heard his weight recently, but he looks like he's getting thicker again. But John's good at controlling his weight. He always has been, and ending up where he wants to end up. But yeah, I don't know his current weight. You're the future buddy from But Yes. Thanks. I appreciate that. Who's the best arm wrestler that you have ever beaten? I got to win on Todd Hutchings. That always comes to mind when people ask me that question. So like 7 years ago or so, a while ago, I was at a WAL tournament, and I remember this. So I'm like, I just been pulling open or pro bracket for just like a year or two, like not very long. And there's a huge UAL tournament, UAL, and everybody's there. Like John Brzenk is there, Michael Todd's there, Todd Hutchings, Chris Chandler, everybody was there. And I get matched up with Todd Hutchings. Somehow, I don't know why Todd was in my weight class, but he was. And so I remember I get called up with Todd Hutchings, or I see on the bracket I'm next against Todd Hutchings. And so I go around asking people. I asked Michael Todd. I said, hey, Mike, do you have any advice? Like, I got Todd Hutchings next. Like, what's the best thing I can do to try to beat him? And he's like, I know almost everybody I asked said, just lay down, try not to get hurt. Like, you're going to lose, just try not to get hurt. Like that type of thing. And I was like, man, but like, what do you guys think? And they're like, well, try a top roll, but try not to get hurt. So everybody thought I was going to lose, including myself. And I remember we're doing it's left-handed, and they say ready, go, and I slide my elbow forward, and I just post as hard as I can, and they stop the match and they're like, foul, and foul on Todd Hutchings, right? Elbow foul. I picked him up off the pad. I'm like, oh, restart. All right, Todd Hutchings, here we go. Got one foul on Todd Hutchings. We got this. And I do the same thing. Ready, go. And I try to go, and then they stop the match. I'm like, oh, what happened? And then they're like, second elbow foul, Todd Hutchings, winner. Derek. I was so happy. Everybody started cheering. I was like, woo. I lost it. I ended up going to I beat a guy named John Buxton, who was a really strong left-handed dude at that tournament, and I ended up going to the finals. I got second place at that UAL against Chris Chandler. Me and Chris Chandler were in the finals, and he beat me. So that was a really cool name. I'll never forget that story. It was a big moment beating Todd Hutchings, even though he's way smaller than me still. It was Todd Hutchings, and I was way, way weaker than I am now. Let's see. I'm excited to see where you go in the sport. You've done so much for the sport. Thank you, Sarah. I appreciate that. Derek, have you ever won against your grandmother? Devin has never beaten his grandmother. She should be pulling Levon. No, I've never arm wrestled my grandmother, so I've never beaten her either. I wouldn't. My grandma is scary, man. She don't play no games. My grandma don't play no games. So I'll give her the win. I lay down. Grandma, you got it. You got it. Richard Biggin says your forearm's looking huge. Oh, so I'm 164 kg. Thanks for the forearm thing. Chance Shaw. Why does it say 110K comments? We've been talking a lot, Chance. Don't worry about it. AF says, ever heard of Oleg Zoke? Yes. Yes, I have. Forearms, they're looking beefy. Look at that. If I do it like this, it look really big. Do it like this, not as big. That's that Devin angle. Yeah, I've heard of Oleg. Who hasn't heard of Oleg? So that's a crazy question, man. So I know I mentioned this 2 or 3 times. You guys, I'm only, I'm off by 6 o'clock. So we got about 20 minutes left or 19 minutes left before Uncle John goes live. So the Discord tournament that we're launching, this next one, which I'll be announcing next Wednesday. If you're in the Discord and you're just chatting it up with us, I'll ask you if you want to be in the tournament. If you say yes, I'm gonna have it's gonna be a 32-man tournament. Then the winner of the tournament that starts next Wednesday, the finals winner, is gonna get a care package deal, right? I'm still thinking of the name for the tournament, but they're gonna get a gift card from Arm Assassin. They're gonna get a package from NatFit, so from some free supplements. They're gonna get some free straps from Lion Straps. I'm gonna give them a shout out in a video just about them on my YouTube channel. I'll make them, and you get some more perks within the Discord, like you get some special permissions and a cool looking name and stuff like that. So if you guys want to join up and be in that tournament, it's going to be amateurs only. It's a chance. You can't do it. You're not allowed. But it's going to be more amateurs only, new guys only type of thing, and it's going to be fun little matchups. Chance Shaw says Mega Mike versus Jerome Loud. By the way, Jerome was like 230, I believe. Man, anybody that wants a piece of Mike around, well, Jerome's 230, Mike is 245, 250 right now. But anybody that wants a piece of Mike, man, if you can beat Mike, hats off to you. You are a bad dude. That guy is crazy. So yeah, and Chance knows more about Jerome Loud than I do, and Chance says that would be a cool match. So yeah, I mean, I'll believe him. Any plans to pull Monster Michael Todd at one of his tour practices? Yeah, I'm sure if Mike comes out here, we'll pull for sure, 100%. Let's see. Craig Ruiz says, Derek looked absolutely massive at King of California. Dude's going to be special. Craig, miss you, man. You got to come to practice. LS says, got to get bigger, Derek. Bigger, bigger, bigger. I know, dude. Guys, I'm going to have to aim for 400 pounds, huh? Levon, I'm going to start taking a ton of growth hormone. Get super wide, get the wrists all thick, fingers like they look like toes, and then it's game on. Let's see. 242 weight cap. Okay. Plumbing Explains says, what part of Cali are you guys in? I really want to get into arm wrestling. I'm in Southern California. We practice in San Bernardino, which is about an hour and a half east of LA. Sorry. So, yeah, if you're anywhere around there, let me know, man. You come through. Jerome looks untop rollable, says Chance. Well, perfect. If you match up with Mike won't try to top roll him. Humbly Honest says, what's a top lift for a top roller to roll out of someone's fingertips? Well, I think to become a sharp top roller, a lot of table time is necessary. You need to understand how people's hands work, how different grips affect your move, how to negate certain grips. So I think a lot of it is table time. In terms of lifts to build that, I mean, rising and hammer curling. Pronation, in my opinion, is a small part of top rolling because it's all about posting. It's all about posting into their fingers and pulling backwards. And once you do that hard enough, their wrist starts folding there. Then once their wrist starts folding there, then you add just a sprinkle, a dab of pronation, and then it finishes it. I don't think top rolling is a super pronation heavy movement, although it looks like it because you see the pronation more. I think inside hooking is way more pronation dependent than top rolling. But yeah, so high wrist, posting, cupping, and then pronation in terms of getting your top roll sharp. Let's see. Plumbing Explained says, I'm in Orange County. Hey, dude, come through. The Orange County team is Tony Tomlinson's team. I think there's some people in here that are on his team. But you're welcome to come to my practice. It's in Anaheim, man. Shoot me a message either on Instagram. It's AW Derek is my Instagram. Or find a way to message me, and then I'll send you the address and stuff if you feel like coming out to practice. Norberg says, if you got a match versus Matt Mass tomorrow, how would it go? I've been pretty lazy since my King of California, guys. I'm not super – I'm pretty strong right now, but I'm not the most – I don't know. I've just been chilling. And I don't know what shape Matt's in right now. Oh, he's prepping for his match. Doesn't he have a match with Morzov? I don't know. I'd be down. I'd be down to figure it out, though. I have a lot of respect for Matt. He's such an awesome arm wrestler. He's a great dude. Matt is my boy, but I would definitely be down to get some ready goes with Matt. I'm not the type to claim I'm the favorite on somebody until I do it, especially someone as high ranked and respected as Matt. I just know I would take the match. And if I thought I had no chance, then I probably wouldn't take the match. But I would take a match with Matt. I do think I have a chance. But yeah, I'd like to figure out how that goes for sure. Sarah says, my team is one of the best teams to train with. Hell yeah, I agree. Richard Biggin says, what do you think about Monster Michael Todd bulking it to 300 pounds plus? Do you think it's safe for him to do that right now? I feel like if Mike wants to go to 300 pounds plus and he wants it to carry over to the table, I feel like he needs to switch up his style of arm wrestling. I feel like his current, in my opinion, and I could be wrong, I just feel like his current style is so defensive, and that I don't know what a 300-pound guy doing this and a 270-pound guy doing this. I don't know what the difference is going to be. You know, if he plans on being more offensive and going, then I think the weight can, if it's assuming it's muscle, I feel like it'll carry over more. But if he's doing a lot of the same thing, then I don't think. Yeah, I'm not sure. Hey, what's going on? Why are you erasing those messages, Mike, from White Wolf? What was he sharing? Yeah, so I think Mike will have a better chance. I'm just wondering how he's going to use that weight. You know what I mean? David Baltiera says, sup, Derek? What's going on, David? Thanks for tuning in, man. Aesthetic says, link Discord. When are you going to super match Tim Braston? Says Arm Wrestling Opinion. No plans. Haven't even reached out to Tim. I was just telling you guys. Oh, all right. White Wolf tech. You accidentally got timed out by his baby. Mike was holding his baby and he timed you out. You got Mike, fix it. Bring White Wolf back. Oh yeah, me versus Tim Breslin. I have no set date for that, guys. It's just that's a match I want to work up to. And Tim was already giving me enough crap last time we arm wrestled about him being old. But I want to get that match. It's a win. I would love to hopefully one day have on my resume. He's beating Tim Breslin. He's ranked 4th. But yeah, I mean, he beat me 3-0 really easily. I don't know. I would like to go for that and aim for that match. I have so much respect for Tim. So, yeah, it's just something in the works, or not even in the works, just in my mind that I want to go towards. So I'll start reaching out to Tim and them probably after I hopefully beat one or two more guys, and then I'll start messaging Tim and trying to set something up. But yeah, I mean, little by little, I'm gonna keep working on this right arm. The last practice, all the practices I've had since the King of California, I'm working a ton on my elbow. I didn't do a lot of deep inside pulling in practice leading up to California King, California, so my elbow hasn't been super conditioned. I've kind of been evading it a little bit, but since then I've been just killing it out. I'm trying to get my arm back into super arm wrestling shape again, like in terms of being conditioned and whatnot, and then I'll start hitting back in the gym. So I think I'm gonna do heavy table time over the next few weeks, maybe month and a half, like really a lot heavier table time than normal, and then I'm gonna go back into the gym and start adding on a ton more horsepower. Is the plan right now. Focus on table for a little bit. J-Web Fitness says John's big workout is a damn stress ball and getting a pump in the arm. It's so funny because if you had hard arm wrestling with that type of light finger workout, I can see it working. Andy Beckett says, have a good night, all. It's 1:48 here over the pond. Hey, thanks for hanging out, Andy. I appreciate you coming through and showing some love, man. Texas Prana says it only says put him in timeout and not to untimeout. Oh my gosh. White Wolf, sorry. My moderator gave his phone to his baby and the baby banned you. You got baby banned, White Wolf. I'm so sorry, man. White Wolf is one of the members here too. Man, you got baby banned. Sorry, White Wolf. Son was hitting my phone all over. I was cleaning him. He spit up all over. So the Texas Piranha here, Mike, he always has his baby in his hand at all times. And like all the time. Because this dude has 1,000 kids. And so he always has, when he's talking to us, he always has babies climbing on him and stuff like that. So I already know like the situation is kind of funny. I think you and beat Tim right. Now you have improved a lot. Yeah, if you guys get a chance, go back. It's on YouTube. If you guys look my name up, Derek Smith arm wrestling Tim Brzenk, you'll see the match. I got destroyed by Tim Brzenk. I got destroyed by Devin Larratt, Tim Brzenk, and John Brzenk. Those are not the worst names to lose to, you know? Yeah. So I want to get those wins back. Yeah. Eventually. I mean, John, I don't know. The one I might not go for is John. I don't even know if John would take a match for me, but yeah, I mean, eventually Devin and Tim would be the guys I want to beat, because like if Chance is still in here, I mean, I'm trying to do the same thing. I mean, me, Chance, and Corey, we are trying to beat the big names, the established names, and Tim is one of them. So I'm looking at Tim, right? The other guys can be looking at other guys, right? Maybe I don't know who Chance is looking at Jerry Caderet, right? He's been trying to set that up. Corey has a match coming with Todd Hutchings, but I wonder, dude, Chance, we should prep. Oh, you already been talking to Tim? I didn't know that, Chance. We should prep up a big match for me, you, and Corey to go against 3 of the big names, like the big established guys. That would be cool, all in one card, right? That would be a cool little card if we did that. If like you got Jerry and I got Tim or something like that, and then Corey got Mike, or I don't know, or if Corey got Dave, woo, dude, that would be a cool ass card. I think people would be pretty hyped on that card if that all happened. That'd be fun. Would you guys like that? Should have done it in Texas with Todd and Corey. Yeah. All right, guys, where are we at? We're at 5:52. All right, we got 8 minutes before Uncle John goes live. I always try to keep track so we can help support John's channel. John is so much better at running a YouTube channel than I am. And he has that voice. Hello, welcome to YouTube. I'm here, your host, John, Uncle John. Like he has the voice. It's so much better. I know. Oh, Aussie arm wrestler in the house. What's up, bud? Thank you for tuning in. Ready, bang, in the house. There he is. Let's see. Yeah, when you join any chat room, you just have to say ready, bang. He says Derek Bang, but you just gotta say ready, bang. That should be your intro. The moment you join anywhere, have it do auto, where it just automatically types ready, bang whenever you join the chat room. Dude, do you think Corey how long do you think Corey would be able to like legitimately pose a real threat to Michael right-handed? That'd be crazy. I think Corey would be a good match for Matt match. A good match for Matt Mask. That'd be interesting. Styles would favor Matt, but I think strength would favor Corey. So that'd be interesting. Basement Billiard says, and any idea on arm wrestlers that's going to Larry's in December? Not you again, is it? Wait, not you again? Why can't it be me? Why can't I secretly be going to Dubai? People seem to like it. White Wolf, the $5 super chat says, WTF, Mike, LOL, don't worry about it. Thanks for the super chat, bud. Hey, wait. I think people like. Okay, hold on. That's it. Poll time. Did you enjoy Derek in Dubai? I want to get a poll going. White Wolf says you nailed Uncle John to a T. Oh, my Uncle John impression? Hey, see, people enjoyed me in Dubai. See, 89% said yes. Who voted no? You sons of bitches. I don't have any plans right now to go out to Dubai. I haven't been talked. I've talked to Adam a little bit, Larry's manager. We haven't talked a ton though. So, Robert Kelly, when is your next match, Home Skillet? Oh, Robert coming in with legit arm wrestling questions. Robert, thanks, man. Thanks for not trolling. I don't know is the answer to that question, by the way. Godzilla's looking really good. I don't think Corey will be able to beat him. Basic Billiards. No, I want it to be you. That wasn't an insult. Richard Biggins says, I want to see Corey and Dave pull again. I hope Corey's bicep is healed up since their last match. When Corey's ready, I'd like to see Corey and Dave right-handed. Corey versus Dave will always be a cool match because Corey's so powerful inside and everything like that, and Dave is too, and just to see if he can hold up in there. Yeah, that's always a badass match. Corey and Toddzilla, I think you have to favor Corey. I think. I'm Todd fan. Todd's my boy. Just the weight difference in the gym. But I know there's different factors and things like that. It's just hard to envision in a real match with Corey being 100% and Todd just going through Corey's gigantic ass. It's hard to even envision it. And I got to be Team Corey. I gotta keep cheering for Chance and Corey. I gotta keep cheering for them. Squad. Young guns. Pew, pew. Yes, I pay a lot of money for you to go. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Thanks. Aussie Arm Wrestler, you're my boy. Thanks, Jake. Robert Kelly, the uncensored troll. What's up, buddy? Tycho Rodriguez. Why doesn't Voda accept the match against John? Have they thrown it out there? That'd be a cool match to watch. I think a lot of people love to watch that. But also, Voda has the last win. Bro, that's like his legacy. That's like the biggest win. When you think Voda, you think that's the guy that beat John. That is his thing. If he came back and he lost to John, that's his biggest crowning achievement in a lot of arm wrestlers' eyes. I know he did a lot of other stuff, but I'm saying when people in the arm wrestling community hear Voda, they think pulling John, they think that's the guy that beat John Brzenk. So man, risking that, that's a big risk for him to come back and pull John if John's getting strong again. And Chance, what do you think? Voda versus John in 3 or 4 months. What do you think? Guys, hit that like button. Says Texas Piranha. Yeah, smash that like button. Where are we at? 80 likes, and we have 64 people in here. Man, this stream has been pretty small lately. The streams have been over 100 people pretty much the whole time. 66. Okay, I'm falling off. I get it. I need to shave my beard. That's what's happening. Or I need to actually start promoting my channel a little more. John 6-0 says Chance. Think John destroys Lexi Voda 6-0. Woo! Pronators mount up. Let's ride Young Guns 2.0 says Dana Klein. John mentioned RVJ in his last video. That would be cool. Oh man. What do you guys say? John and RVJ, huh? Man. Don't take the match, Rob. Maintain that number 1 spot. Don't let John take it from. Wait, did John immediately already go over RVJ in the rankings? Was that the same rankings that RVJ's in? The one that John's number 1 in? Oh man. Voda is banned right now with the Winter Olympics. I don't think he cares about legacy. Yeah, but no, I'm not saying that wasn't in his control. It was definitely in his control to not get banned for the Olympics. But it wasn't. I don't think he was thinking when he took the stuff about getting banned. He'd be willfully taking or not taking the match with John. Johnson many times that he's willing to participate. Voda's trash now. Brezhnev pooped on him. Whew. I was at that match, you guys. I got a picture with Alexei Voda. All right, guys. It is 5:59, about to be 6 o'clock. Last couple comments, real quick. Also, Arm Wrestler, how would you do in the North American rankings? Okay. Chance Shaw, John beat me with 2 months of training. John with 6 months of training is easily top 15 on Earth, in my opinion. Ooh. Voda has mixed mindset. If he can't be number one, he'll never go all in. True. Lincoln. Okay. Robert Kelly, I got blocked for tagging Derek 3 times in the same day. You didn't get blocked. You got removed, and then I unblocked you. Or I added you back. Okay. Okay, I think I'm caught up. You guys, you're going so fast. I'm trying to read the last couple comments. Okay. All right, guys. So it is 6 o'clock right now. I'm going to send everybody over to go see Uncle John live. Wait, John is live this week, right? The last time I did this, John didn't go live. Is he live? Someone give me a little check real quick. Is Uncle John live? Is he going live? Please tell me he's going live today. I always do this. I like time the whole thing around his channel, and then randomly he doesn't go live. Anybody? Anybody give me a quick check? Is Uncle John going live? My boy, Uncle John. If you guys, so I was looking at some schematics. There's people that watch my channel that aren't subscribed, which is weird. That means you're a creeper. That means you didn't walk through the front door and kick it with us. You know what I mean? You're looking through the window as you drive by. That's creeper status. If you could not be a creeper and actually just come on in and hang out with us, that would be better via the subscribe button. Now, you know what I'm saying? If you want to take off your coat and throw your feet up on the couch, that's the join. That's the members thing. You know what I'm saying? If you want to throw your feet up on the couch, that's the join. If you want to just come in and kick it, that's the subscribe. But if you want to be outside the window in the rain, driving by, that's weird, right? So y'all come on in. You know what I mean? Nah, I mean, oh, he is going live. Cool. Great. All right, guys. So ending this. I love you guys to death. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for all the questions. You guys are awesome. I don't deserve any of this. You guys are amazing. I will be moving this week. I'll try to post some cool videos or pictures of me moving in the new digs and how tiny it is. But all right, guys. Go to John's stream. Please tell him Derek sent you. And I'll be over there with you guys for a little bit. I'll kick it with you guys for a little bit at Uncle John's stream. You guys, thanks for tuning in. And yeah, you guys are awesome. See ya.